being stuck in a rut, like, and I was in a situation where I had like no control whatsoever over, because I was being told certain things by my health professionals that it was coming from a great place, and obviously they had my health at their best interest, but if anything it was making me worse. I had a vascular necrosis, which is basically where from like pre-steroid usage the blood supply can stop going to a certain area of your body, like a bone, and that's what had happened to me. And it's quite rare, and there's no proven way to cure it other than surgery to give you like a hip replacement. And obviously at 26 that's not what you want to do. I think when you're that nervous about just maintaining life, like, you don't have the strength to like push yourself. So I think they were my biggest things before training with you. I guess it would be coming from my medical professionals. So I've had so many nutritionists down the line. Like, I couldn't count on my hands how many nutritionists, like probably every private nutritionist in London I've tried. My medical professionals told me not to exercise. They said not to do any high impact exercises. If anything, just walk, and even then, like, you shouldn't be doing that. So like, I think that's obviously, I didn't ever really stick to it 100%, but that was like my biggest hindrance, I think, for many years of trying to do what like a scientific approach would say to do to maintain my situation, which obviously didn't work. It's my confidence. So I hadn't even put that into the pile. I just was hoping to like somehow not even cure my injury, but to make it livable and prevent surgery, even if it meant that I wouldn't have like full mobility or whatever, and to somehow tackle my nutrition. But before all of that can happen, you kind of really focused on my confidence, which I didn't even realise I had an issue with. And it was a huge thing that I think from the person when you met me to the person that I'm now are two different people. It doesn't matter what's going on around me. I know that as a being, I'm really happy, and I'm getting to a healthy and confident place in my life. And I swear I don't think I could have been here without you. Like, my life without you would be completely different, like completely different. There's always a way. Like, if you want to overcome something, doesn't matter how hard it's going to be, it comes from you, and no one else can do that. You have to be the one that conquers something. And obviously, like, without your help and support and guidance, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'd say my main concern from working with you would not be a financial thing. It wouldn't be, because it doesn't matter, like, I think your health comes first. So investing in that's something that you have to make that investment, because it's your life. Like, if you know, it's a very short period of time to give you a very long, healthy life. I think for me it was confidence. Like, the thought of training with someone and someone watching me and judging, like, in my mind, judging me or thinking that I'm not doing it right, or that was my biggest thing. And I just want someone that's hardworking, is going to push me. And yeah, because that was my biggest thing, was like the confidence aspect of things. I think the biggest thing that you do is your dedication, and also your mentality. Like, you really tailor each training program to that person, and it doesn't come down just to the exercises that you ask us to do. It's the way that you coach us. Like, it is a coaching thing that you provide. Like, you're there at the end of the phone if you need someone to speak to. You're there to like make sure that we are having the right nutrition, making sure that we are doing the exercises when we don't see you. Like, it's not just when you're in the gym and when we're paying you or whatever, like when we have appointments. It's the after long-term effects that you like leave with someone, provide the ongoing support at home to really push people, like to to change their lifestyle, not just in the gym. It depends on what you're looking for in a personal trainer. If you're looking for the Instagram posing, taking selfies, you know, getting the likes, maybe don't go for Samson, because he's going to work you hard. That's what I would tell them. And I think 90% of people who are paying someone to work hard and change their body and change their mentality and change their lifestyle, they would want to work with you because you get the end results. Like, you do it in a way that it doesn't matter how hard it is in the moment, you know that the long result, that you will get there with Samson. Dramatic, maybe. Like, some people that it doesn't, I would say my family, because my mum, like, she sees me very regularly, so when you change, it's not so obvious, because she said, like, from where I was then to where I am now, 2 different people. But it's funny, at work, if I haven't, because I work in Harrods, it's a big building, sometimes I won't see someone for maybe 6 months because we're on different, schedules or whatever. And I've seen one of my very, very close colleagues, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't recognise you, like, you're completely different." I walked past and I had to, like, double take to see if it was you. And she was like, "Literally, you're glowing." Like, that's the only words that all my family have used, is like, I'm glowing, and I'm back to who I was, probably not for like 7, 8 years. Like, I've been so unwell for so long that I even forgot who I was. And I think even me, like, I would say that I'm back to being me, and that's all I've ever wanted. Sometimes you just don't know where to start or where to begin, because you get trapped in that cycle for so long of just surviving, or just, I mean, for anyone in their daily life, you do get stuck in a routine because it's, it's convenient, it's safe, it's whatever. But you need someone to come into your life and take the pressure off you and say, if you do this, you will get results. If it doesn't work, we'll try something else. And to have that, like, pressure taken off my shoulder, that, okay, if it doesn't work, there's an option B, and if option B doesn't work, there's option C. But, like, obviously, luckily, option A and B work, so like, we do need to look at option C. So, but I think that's the biggest thing, like, taking your control and let someone else give you, like, goals and realistic sort of ways to work. It really, really helps. Like I mentioned before, it was really just to conquer my hip problem and my nutrition. They were the 2 biggest things. Like, everything else, I sort of thought, I'll deal with those later. Let's just focus on the important stuff now, and then, like, the aesthetics and everything can come later. Like, that's not really important, really. Like, your health is the most important thing. And I think we can safely say I've achieved the health aspect of things. We're clean sailing at that point. Now I would say it's just to get stronger and continue to get healthier and healthier, because with my stomach issue, it does mean that my weight is hard to maintain, and, like, being strong is the most important thing. So that's my biggest goal now, is just to keep on getting stronger and healthier. The first thing that comes to my mind that I have to say is, what stayed with me from the day that I stopped training with you to now is one word, and that's Gary. And that's just to take everything slowly. Like, it's not a race. Like, every exercise, every angle that you take from life, take it slowly. It's not a race. This is your life. So, like, just do it, like, calmly and slowly, and that's what I've done with my diet, and I've achieved everything by doing it slowly. Like, I haven't just, like, jumped into something, because that would be ridiculous.